Greetings and salutations. I am Liquidor, and this is my channel update for November 2017. So I've just created this little list. I've expanded a lot upon it. When I first started recording, or the first series over here, I did receive a copyright strike for the first civilization. It was kind of weird, but nothing. It's like, don't do anything about it unless you want to do something about it. It's like, or no, it's like, don't do anything unless because the guy gives you permission to use it. Oh, did receive. Ah, I'll talk about it later. A bit. You know, started doing Civilization. You know, October is when I first started just trying to do this sort of seriously. The start of November is where I added Stardew Valley, basically. My miscellaneous content. Had some over here, had some over here. I just enjoyed Banished too much and it just became a series. I didn't really enjoy playing the RimWorld. So yeah, Quadriga, I could do more of that, but not really I wasn't feeling it that much. Tharsis didn't really feel it. Mini Metro didn't really feel it. Project High Rise didn't feel it. Just I was surprised at that one. That I I probably need to go back and look at this game, figure out what I wasn't doing right. And I got Epic Manager that I started for a bit. That lasted 14 episodes, 15. I fell behind. I just left. I was like, most of this stuff was done, and I just prolonged Epic Manager, and then it's like I just don't want to play it anymore. But I wanted to fill something in there, and Ultimate General is something I wanted to add, and it just needed 10 episodes of something. So I saw Rogue State, and it's like I could probably enjoy myself there. So I added that. Yeah, Ultimate General. So yeah, the 28th, which should be at this point when this will be released on Thursday. You'll see my first 4 episodes. The first couple episodes are the introductory to the Union. Second one is the next several are uh, another introductory Union campaign, and then this is about first bull run, and then I think this is one complete episode. I don't know if I understand. I don't know if I'm just getting Ultimate General Civil War over Ultimate General Gettysburg. Played Gettysburg, I didn't feel like I understood that game that much. But this one I've been playing, and well, I on this difficulty is normal right now. I have to try to get on a harder difficulty, but I rout the enemy consistently. So on Thursday, I won't have a Civilization episode. I'll have a Civilization up. I'll be starting Civilization EU4 and Rule the Waves, and if I can fit it, something else. I'll talk about that in a bit. So Civilization ended on Wednesday. Final episode went through it all. Thursday EU4 will today will EU4 will end today, basically. Last episode of gameplay is right here tonight at 6. And then Friday in the morning I'll look at the timeline just pretty much immediately afterwards. Sunday, Rule the Waves ends, and I'll be starting a new campaign for Austria. I tried to talk about what I wanted to do with it but I'll discuss it in a bit. But basically, I'll be starting Austria. I think I'll go Captain's mode because I haven't done that yet on stream, or not stream, recorded wise. because I want to make this more of a torpedo campaign. I'll talk about that. And so tonight is, or right now it's the 27th. Recording this before I record all this other stuff. I try to record all this between Monday and Thursday. Usually works out. Probably be going a little bit into Friday in order to get this series, whatever it may be. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably start recording that Friday, so input would be helpful on that regard. Let's go over here. If you looked at my last one, you saw this, basically. My October stuff I need to talk about. Alright, and the new thing that's going to happen this month in December, or next month in December, or yeah, there'll be a new schedule. Instead of this really whacked out schedule of 1 a.m., 3, I try to do it like every 3 hours, but some things just got put in random places. I'll be, yeah, Stardew Valley. I already recorded these episodes. My recording schedule is basically this right here, Tuesday to Monday. So last week was Thanksgiving, so recorded these 3 days. Recorded Civilization EU4, and I think Rule the Waves basically on Monday. Stardew Valley was recorded Tuesday, Wednesday. I just prolonged that for no apparent reason. Banished and Ultimate General pretty much recorded Wednesday. I think we did a little bit of recording on. I finished. It was like first 4 here, another 4, 3 there, and then Friday night I finished it up. So all that's set. Got another copyright strike for Ultimate General 2 right here. Those more like you don't need to do anything. You can share revenue. Like, okay. And then all this like, hey, you know what? We're just gonna make Ultimate General non-monetizable. So that's that. So yeah, new schedule. Streaming. I have no real immediate plans for that, but I kind of want to do that by the end of next year. My current buffer is still about 1 week. So, new schedule every 2 hours, nothing at midnight, 2 a.m., 10 p.m. Still have this going on, the Humble Bundle giveaway. Take a Google survey, and then once a week I'll look at it and determine and I'll give a game away. I haven't done that yet because no one has done the survey. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, this month I ended up having a problem with disk space. Basically my solid state drive is meant for my OS. Put most of my games on an extra hard drive, and I had to buy an external hard drive to move all my videos to. It's 1 terabyte, 4 terabytes, 5 terabytes. I'm probably going to buy another hard disk. About the same space, maybe more. Depends. Politics. Last month I voted. I'm over 21, so did that. It's a really major ballot. Had a lot of major stuff looking on it. I won't talk about the 2 political parties, but there were 3 votes, 4 advisory votes, 6 county votes. It was like 15 to 20 things on there. that were, affected me, my state, my area type stuff. Like there was a vote on let's see here, personal information. There was a vote on uh, minimum wage, you know, stuff like that. There was a vote to improve our county charger. There was a vote for, an advisory vote on, how we want to tax things, you know, basic stuff. But, it was it caused the, I do a mail-in ballot. So, as I always say, or as I tell people, I know, if I can't vote in my underwear, I'm not going to vote at all. So I have a mail-in ballot. The ballot was so thick and big that it required additional postage, usually a normal 40 cent or 50 cent postage stamp or forever stamp was good enough, but this one required 20 cents more. So I actually went to a ballot drop box and just dropped it there. Usually mail it in. Okay, so I vote every time they send me a ballot, I vote on it. I'm you know it's not just who becomes president. I feel that doesn't affect me as much as what we do with our water in our local area, or something like that. Those kind of votes, that's why you vote, really. So I tend to watch anime. I've significantly cut down my anime watching since a lot. Basically joined YouTube to watch anime, but watching Brave Witches, that I have these two subscriptions. Funimation's channel is just so, I don't know. I'm just waiting for them to move their inventory or their catalog to Crunchyroll for streaming, so I can watch basically stuff I actually want to watch. Like I want to rewatch Strike Witches, but that's on Funimation, and I don't want to use the website. I want to use uh, the iOS app, because if you play an episode on their website, it doesn't continue to play. You just watch. You have to push every. I finished watching the episode. Show me the next episode. Push play, resize, all this stuff. It's like, it's annoying. Yeah. I do plan to get a new microphone within the next month or two. I don't know why I put mixing there. I don't know exactly what I'm going to need to do for a new microphone, but in terms of how I record, but that is a new plan. I'm currently just using a headset because that's what I have and that's where I start at. Uh, Plan to get a PlayStation 4. I don't know if I'm going to upload or record from it. I did buy a 40-inch 4K HDR TV for it. One paycheck at a time. I haven't bought a console game in so long. It's been roughly 10 years since I last played consoles. PS2 was my last console. I didn't get an Xbox. It went from PS1 and game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really play consoles that much. I'm hoping to get the Final Fantasy remake. I don't know if, again, it's like, do I make that a series or just play it myself? Do plan to get Dragon Quest Builders. Saw enough of it that I really want to play it. What's left of my free time, I've been trying to create an RPG myself, of my own volition. Hand of Fate. Was this supposed to say that? Probably. Did enjoy how they made Hand of Fate. Wanted to mess around with some of the mechanics they have. Uh, you know, be looking at a little bit of first edition, third edition, fourth edition, fifth edition. I didn't play second edition, nor do I have any books for it, so can't really say anything about that. Nor do I have original edition, nor basic. That was the other thing. 13th Age, I'll be incorporating a few things from there. You know, that is basically third edition. They took the third edition open game license and just made a new game. Basically, yeah. I don't know if, Pathfinder's my least liked RPG format, RPG system. It's, it's like, hey, it's third edition, but better. And it's like, it's third edition and nothing more to me, basically. They didn't, it's nothing new. Really, it's like, yeah, it's third edition. Yay. Every time I play Pathfinder, we all, it's like, whatever my play group tries to play Pathfinder, we start with Pathfinder and then we devolve back into 3.5 because none of us really see it as a different system. Just, it's like, hey, this rule doesn't make sense to us. We'll just use a 3.5 rule. It's like, we understood grappling. It's like, grappling made sense here. It's like, yeah. Things about Hand of Fate that I wanted to mess with. Alright, so. Oh, I never did anything with the tutorial season. I didn't have time for that. I want to continue the tutorial series. My first downvote was on trade, so I want to look at trade, and I probably didn't talk that much about it because it's like a 3-minute video. But it wasn't much to talk about it at the time. I now want to do religion, a new video on religion, video on the Homan Royal Empire, how, tech spread, how that works now. I have to actually look at that. Each of the DLC and expansions, because the tutorial series is done in the vanilla, very vanilla EU4. Sorry. Yeah, so it's done very vanilla EU4. My series is done with all the DLC and expansion sets added, except for that one that if you play, says, hey, don't use this because it's third-party content. It's like, okay. So yeah, EU4 DLC expansions. I have to go through each one of those. I think there's 7 now. I think last I looked, the cost of it was, for all of it, was like $40. It's like a $70 game at this point if you buy it on sale. So they usually goes on, most of the stuff usually goes on sale every major sale on Steam, Humble. They even have their own, like, on their own page for Paradox. They will have that. They'll put it on sale. So the game, to me, if you're willing to spend, spend the $10, buy it. If you like what you saw, buy it. Buy the vanilla for like $10. It's like $10, and then play it out. If you have friends, play with them, because if you play multiplayer with it, and they have any DLC or expansions, you get to play with it if they host, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So if you like it, get that. I think Humble Bundle has a few like bundles for expansions. I think they have like a $20 expansion that has like 6 or 8 different things in it. Yeah. Next EU4 series is gonna be, I think, Brandenburg. I don't know how to spell it. Brandenburg. Not what I want to do. Brandenburg to Germany, with a quick stop into Prussia. I won't be, pushing towards a world conquest or anything like that. Never played Brandenburg to Russia, Germany. I haven't ever did that early Reich achievement. Look forward to that. Miscellaneous content. Oh yeah, I still don't know what to do with this right here. It might turn into just miscellaneous content till I figure out something I want to do, but yeah, that's that. Rule the Waves. Next one, Austria-Hungary. My idea is to create just a super elite fleet. You know, captain mode. Uh, I don't know. You know, it's like captain mode, torpedo focus, maybe some pocket like battleships and such that are super strong but super small. It's like maybe a one gun on the front type things. So, just enough to qualify it as a battleship or something like that, like the minimum. Um, I don't know if I'll try to play. Well, the game is about it is about colonialism to a degree, the late stages of it. Okay, so that's being handled. Yeah, this stuff will be in the description, like it was last month. I'll pretty much just copy post that. Um, I want to do it weekly. I might do it. I might like have a shout out to people that got games right here next month if I receive anything, any people, any submissions to the forum. These are the new series I'm considering. You know, Rogue State could go here right here. You know, I've been looking at Football Manager that 2017. Battlefield 1 is one of those games I own, but I still haven't done anything with. Like I may have talked about it, you know, last month. It's like, hey, I bought this. Was it last month or this month that it came out? It might have been this month. I think it was last month. I don't remember. I have it. I've played maybe an hour or two of the single player campaign. I played the first mission, enjoyed that, and played a little bit of like the tank crew mission. Yeah, haven't played any multiplayer or anything like that. I don't know. I have to find people. It's hard for me to want to play multiplayer games without people I want to play with. So, Blood Bowl 2. I really want to get the DLC. I'll probably get the DLC in the winter Steam sale, and then we'll see about making a series on that. Maybe. Buzz. I don't know if I'll play that, you know, online multiplayer or just, you know, more just single player seasonal type thing. Or yeah. Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager. That's one whole. That's a title and just got too big right there, so I didn't bother with it. I don't think. Yeah, let's not worry about that. Um, Crusader King 2. You know, these are my new series considerations. It's hard for me to want to play CK2. I enjoy it, but at the same time, I don't enjoy it the same way I enjoy EU4. Because in EU4, I feel like I'm doing stuff, while in CK2, it's a lot of like, hey, just put on speed 5 and walk away. So, Darkest Dungeon. Hmm, I'm, I really haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of it gameplay since this came out of early access, or since it's been in early access, or something like since it was released into early access, something like that. Uh, yeah, it's easier to say you won't have to begin a series on it because it's technically released. I want to say it's not like how it was when it first released. A lot of RNG that just can go wrong, so you can't beat the game. Um, Possibly a trading card game or collectible card game type thing. I might start. Um, I do play Magic the Gathering, so might try some Magic Online. Maybe do a draft or two. Could be interesting. We'll see about that. Endless Legend, I enjoyed it when it came out. There's been DLC and such that has come out since then. Might play it. I don't know if I want to play GTA. The problem I'm having with the GTA series, or that I'm going to have with GTA series, is if you look at all this, none of this is meant to be, story built, story based. I don't want to really do story based as part of a YouTube series. I might do it like if I ever start streaming, or when I plan to start streaming, but when I start streaming, I might do GTA, one of the series. So yeah, the reason I don't want to do it as a YouTube series, once you see the story, it's pretty much it. It's like, hey, what else can we do in this thing? It has very low replayability, but it is a good game. And then we have Kingdom and Kingdom New Lands, or Kingdom Classic, I think it's they called it now. Played a little bit of this. I've owned it since it was just named Kingdom. Knights and Pen and Paper 1 and 2. I could do something like that, but I'll probably want. The thing about this one is I kind of want to name people, and I don't know about naming people right now. If I want to name people, I want to name it after subscribers or something like that. So if you want to see your name in a series, let me know. Rimworld. Again, Rimworld didn't really catch me, but something I can play. Mount and Blade Warband. It's like, do I start a series on this or do I wait for Bannerlord? I think I'm more leaning toward waiting for Bannerlord. Off-World Trading Company, I'm willing to give another try on. Let me know if you want me to see more of that. Pandora First Contact. Yeah. I haven't played much of this. Really. I think I played maybe 10 hours on it. Compare anything else, seems pretty low to me. Distant World Universe falls in that same category if I just haven't played enough of it, but it is a good game. Prison Architects, Punch Club. I don't know if I'll play Punch Club for the same reasons of GTA. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple story game where you're a boxer basically who can basically go into kickboxing. It's kind of ridiculous actually. Reigns. I would have to start a new game on Reigns. Just delete all my achievements and then go back and just play it for the stream for as a series if I want to do this. And I don't know if I want to do that. Rocket League. Did get my controller because that was an issue. I was like, I want to play Rocket League, but I don't have a controller for it, so I may not play it. Picked up a controller for it, so it won't be like online play or anything. It'll just be me actually playing the game in their league mode. Star Drive 2 falls in the same category as these two. Solaris, I had a lot more time playing it. I maybe played it 2 to 3 times more than this stuff. Yeah, my problem with Stellaris is it loses that 4X feel really quickly, and the grand strategy portion of it doesn't feel right, or it's not fleshed out enough for me to want to play it at that point. So I usually play it until I hit all my neighbors and then end. Because at that point it gets so grindy. It's like, hey, I got to build up my fleet, look at my diplomacy. It's like all this stuff. It's like nothing I've done at that point, you know, equals what I've done. That, it's completely changing the game. But I would recommend Stellaris to anyone who hasn't played a grand strategy game like EU4 or Victoria 2 or CK2 and are looking to get into the series. It's like, how do I play a 4X game? Not 4X, grand strategy. Stellaris has all the UI stuff that you would find in in other Paradox games, but it's a lot simpler and a lot easier to get into. Once you get into the grand strategy portion of it, you'll know if you want to play more of it. Sunless Sea, and I believe there's expansion for that. The Z something, where you pilot a boat that can go underwater. Yeah, might do something with this. It's probably going to be more along the lines of a Civilization series where I just play it very casually. Yeah, it's hard for me to play Civilization non-casually. It doesn't feel like a non-casual game to me, or it doesn't feel. It always felt like a casual game for me for the past 20 some years. I've played it 25 years now. 25 years. I've been playing Civilization. I've always played it casually, and I can't get over that. Alright, it'll probably be very hard for me to get over playing Civilization non-casually. Alright, this War Mine is another consideration. Played a bunch of it. Bunch is more like 20 hours. Super Lotta is like, what is it, 1,500 hours of EU4 now. Next closest thing is like 200 hours of like Civ 5. Yeah, 200 hours of Civ 5. Which is, when you look at it, I completed one game of Civilization at the same time I completed, and it took me 3 times longer to complete that much in Civilization. 5 times? Wow. Roughly. 4.5, I'll say. 4.5 times longer. So, played it for 200. Should have like 900 hours of equivalency. So I might have played more Civ than I thought I have. Might be 300 at this point. 400 hours of Civ 5. Yeah, I like Civ 5, but I played Civ 5 at the end of its life cycle, or after the second expansion came out, so I have no knowledge of how Civilization was before it had its 2 expansions of Gods and Kings and Brave New World. Yeah, Brave New World is what came out a month or 2 before I started playing Civilization 6 or 5. Victoria 2, I wouldn't mind playing a game of that, but it is very. I think the age of everything is, for the series, as goes Victoria to CK, Crusader Kings to EU, Europa, Universalis 4 to Hearts of Iron 4 Stellaris question mark. In terms of how they've upgraded the systems. So Victoria 2 is very traditional, Paradox on the system of the Claus something or other. Clauseweiss system, I think is what they called it. The engine. So it's pretty archaic in terms of everything. Might be older than CK, younger than CK2. I don't know. But those two things, yeah. So VIC-2, the order of this actually goes something like. So you can take a CK2 save, go to EU4, take an EU4, go to VIC-2, and VIC-2 to Hearts of Iron 4. It's technically how you can play it. Because this goes into like 700 to 1800 or 1500, I think it is. Something around there. This goes from 1450 to 1820. This goes from like 1820 to, or is it 1815? Or 1810 to 1830, 1840. About. And, you know, Hearts of Iron is basically 1936 to 1945. I say basically. You can play beyond that. Again, Stellaris over here being question mark. It's not even really connected to them other than the fact that it's kind of built on the same engine. But I think you can take a save, go all the way down here like that. I don't know if it used to go Hearts of Iron 3 here. I can't do it. Iron 3. Yeah, used to go Hearts of Iron 3 here, so I think it was possible to do this. Yeah, CK2 is about, you know, dynasties and kings. This is about nations and expansion. Pretty much the best 4X game of the series. VIC-2 is about controlling your populace and controlling your populace in order to fund your factories in order to conquer the world type thing. Hearts of Iron 3, generally just a World War II simulator within the same engine. It's all this. Yeah, and then Stellaris over here, the new thing, new game on the system. So that's where I sit, basically. That's my channel. Probably after recording this, start Ultimate General here. I think I have one, maybe 2 episodes before I begin Shiloh, which might take up all this. Yeah. And then this is gonna be whatever I can fit there. Yeah, Ultimate General is kind of annoying in that it won't fit this the 20-minute video format that I really want it to fit. So we're gonna have to play every battle as is, and then possibly cut it up. You know, I was able to cut up first Manassas, really easily, or Bull Run. You know, I think, you know, how the Southerners called it, you know, based on the city or, you know, the political landmark rather, you know, made more sense than usually how the North called it. For, you know, Bull Run's a river. You know, makes sense if you're just looking at maps. I guess, you know, that kind of made more sense in the wilderness than it did in more populated areas. So yeah. This will probably be, I think, 1, 2, maybe 4 different battles here. Shiloh's going to at least take up that much, maybe more. I have this, so it's like one more thing to do before Shiloh. Might take up, I don't think it's going to take up more than one episode. So Shiloh will take up some of that. So after this is done, I'll start recording some Ultimate General. And then Monday, start my new E4 series. Try to get 24 episodes done in a single day. I can do it. It's just the matter of figuring out how. It's a matter of remembering to push stop record. Split up my episodes, start doing that stuff. If I have time on Monday, I will do Civilization. I plan to do a military campaign here. Something like that. Yeah, this is sort of a problem. I'll have to fix that. The spacing. Banished? I don't know if Banished will go this long, really. I'm really reaching the end of what I wanted to do with Banished. So I might start a new Banished series, and then for the last achievement I may want, and then basically start a new series afterwards. I don't know. I'll have to see how that runs. Stardew Valley I plan to record on Tuesday, and if I have time, Rule the Waves. Ultimate General will be done tonight, so I don't have to worry about that much. Wednesdays for Banished. Pardon me. Yeah, Banished, Civ, Rule the Waves, and Ultimate General if I don't finish that tonight. And then Thursday, whatever's left over, really. Might wait on this section until Friday. See if I get any input. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So, thank you for joining me. I will see you guys again next time. Have a good day.